So, we've just had the Xbox showcase. At this point, it's not even the games that look bad. There's another problem here. So we get into it? Let's go. So I'm recording this pretty much as it's not even ended. It's going through the little Gears of War E-Day little showcase thing that they're doing at the moment, but it's just the devs talking about certain things and they're kind of boring. So I've clicked off making this video because there's one underlining thing that we're getting here. It's not so much that they didn't show any games or the games even look bad. It's that we've had a good start this year for game releases and everything. That is kind of over now. Everything seems to be coming out either early next year or it just has a 2027 release. And this is on all the showcases. When we actually do finally get the Nintendo Direct, if they do this as well, they're fucking idiots, to put simply. But we all know why they're doing it. They're all scared of GTA. All these companies are forgetting not everyone actually likes GTA. A lot of people went away from GTA. Yes, it has a big following. There's a lot of sims for GTA that are going to buy it day one, even though we've had nothing really gameplay wise of it, anything. They're just going to get it because it's a Rockstar game, even though people don't understand it's not the same devs of their little GTAs they like. They're buying it just because of the name. I wouldn't trust it personally. I'm not a GTA person. I don't give a fuck. I want some more games to fucking play. But everyone has delayed their games until next year. So the second half of this game, PlayStation has Wolverine, and that's about it. It's pretty dead for the rest of the year now because of GTA. So if GTA gets delayed again, which it might, the second half of this year is pretty fucked now, isn't it? Let's get into this showcase anyway. Get away from this little downer part. So in the showcase, they start off with Gears of War E-Day, which was it's a little bit confusing that they're starting off. How they started and how they ended the showcase is a little bit fucking retarded, but we'll get into how they've started it. So they've started off with Gears of War E-Day. It looks really good. It kind of looks like the first three. So that's a good thing. But the problem with Gears of War, you don't really know if a Gears of War is going to be good until you play it because they don't really show much that much of the story. The gameplay looks good. We'll find out about the story. At least it looks like, from what we've seen, if you play with friends, you don't have one of your friends just following you around with a little robot that you go zap zap. That was the really annoying one with the first one. But this is a prequel. This is about E-Day and everything, so it has my interest. But again, the date we're getting this. But as I said, how it's weird starting off. There's a whole direct thing happening now, like as I speak, like after the showcase. So they should have just left this until after the showcase. We knew they was gonna do a whole big direct afterwards, just dedicated to E-Day. So you didn't need to start off. You could have started off with a big game here. Like, this is a big game, but it could have started off with a big game that we didn't know we were getting. This is a weird way of starting. Kind of ties in with how we finish. So this is another thing that's a little bit interesting, that it seems like Xbox is going back in the way of doing console exclusives. They're going away from bringing things on PlayStation. I don't really give a fuck. I play on PC now. I don't have consoles anymore. I grew out of consoles probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I stopped using consoles. And at the same time, I'm not really that bothered about exclusivity because I feel like the more places a game is, the more profit it brings in. But this kind of comes in with working on games, so you kind of see the profits, like compared to if something's exclusive and not exclusive, you can see a fucking difference. Now that there's a change of leadership, looks like they're trying to go back to what they think people want. The fanboys want this, which is fair enough. And there's something else that happens later on that is tempting me a little bit, but it probably would just sit on the shelf if I did get it. So then we get another cinematic for Fable. Yeah. We saw more gameplay because this show's fucking none. It is literally just a cinematic pretty much. we saw more gameplay for Fable on the last showcase. And again, this has been delayed again for like the 4th time now. I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be out last year. It has a little bit of the humor in this. Like you have the doors and stuff calling someone a twat and things like that. They're trying to show that they have humor, but the reason I'm not really that interested in this Fable, I don't think they're going to capture the humor that the first 2 had. The first 3 had, sorry, because it was unique. With nowadays, everyone's so fucking soft that they have to be careful with everything they say, and humor is very fucking diluted. So, I don't really care. It might be a fucking amazing game. Don't think it will, because it's got a lot of actresses and actors in this, like weird ones. So we'll see how this goes. But again, it's just another game that's been delayed because of GTA. So next up, we get Halo campaign involved. I don't understand why they're doing another remake of a 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 remaster of a remaster of a remake. Personally, I'm kind of bored of Halo at this point. First 2 were great. Then I kind of went other directions and stopped playing it. That's just me personally. I know it's a big franchise. Not an interest for me, but I can see it doing well. Then you get another one of these Playtale games. I have nothing to really say about these Playtale games. I've never played any of them. They don't really interest me. Like maybe they're good, maybe they're not. As I said, I've got nothing to say about these, so I'll just move on to the next one. Then next up, they're showing that Persona 4 Revival is coming in February next year. This is again, I've never played a Persona game. It doesn't really interest me. They look a bit gay for me, personally. I don't know. Maybe I would like them if I tried them, but every time I've seen gameplay of it, it just doesn't really float my boat. So another game, I'm just going to move on. This was a game I completely fucking forgot about. If everyone remembers how bad the second one did. Can everyone remember when this one was announced? It was announced back when the Series S and X originally got announced. So everyone thought this game was coming soon. What's it taken? 6? Is it 7 years at this point? Kind of lost count of the years. It seems to be an ongoing thing with these devs at the moment. They'll announce something years ahead. But again, it's not this year, so you don't have to worry about it. It just looks like the same shit as well. It's State of Decay is a very, I don't know, it's become a niche thing in a genre that isn't actually that niche. We've got a lot of games that are very similar and better. So you wouldn't really choose the State of Decay IP over the other ones, personally. But then we got the Sea of the devs at Rare, the devs to Sea of Thieves are the most laziest devs out there. They did a good job for the first year this game came out. Then they turned into the most laziest fucking shits ever going. They just rehash everything. They're trying to use this as like things you can do custom because they're doing like little games and stuff. Everything that's in these games you can already do in the main game. The main game is already a very open sandbox that you choose what you do, but they're saying that they're opening the world up so you have more options by closing little areas off so you can play these little games. This game is at its fucking day. I put a lot of hours into this fucking game. I love Sea of Thieves for the first year. Best game I ever played. Wish we could go back to that fucking first year. And they don't screw up the combat. They don't screw up the ship combat. And they don't become lazy as fuck. The problem was with Rare, they listened to the Sea of Thieves insiders. That was full of a lot of people that were giving them really bad ideas. And they followed them. So they ruined the game themselves. Okay, then they gave us a trailer which showed actually gameplay for Metro 2039. Actually looks alright. It looks interesting. Next year, February. Everything that came up saying February 2027, which was quite a lot of them. were 100% things we were supposed to get this year, the second half of the year. Guarantee you. February is normally quite quiet time for games because it's just after Christmas. You have a few, but it's not really your bigger titles and stuff. You normally try to get them out before Christmas because Christmas presents and stuff. But I suppose everyone's just getting fucking GTA in the Christmas stockings this year, aren't they? But yeah, Metro. This game looks good. I've got interest there for this game, so it's just a shame we've got to wait so long for it. I'm not even getting into this game. It's a weird indie art style. Fucking, you run around as a weird pigeon doing shit. It's, yeah. Oh, look, another game that probably would have done well in the second half of this year. Look where it says early 2027. Anyone else seeing a trend here? But yeah, another game that looks good. I haven't played, I still haven't played the first one, but it looks good. Oh, don't even get me started with this game. They're not even fucking hiding the fact about being cultish and stuff now. They've actually made a cult simulator coming out next year. It is literally just a cult simulator. Go watch the trailer for this. You'll probably piss yourself laughing. Not because it's funny, like it's trying to be like the game's trying to be funny. You'll laugh how fucking ridiculous it is. Fucking cult simulator. Anyway, then we get into Sene. Why people care. This was one that the trailer just dragged on. I just wanted to be over. So whatever I have to say, it's going to be over now as well. Something you get every time we get, every time you're getting Bethesda, but now Xbox ain't Bethesda. Every time that we're getting any showcase or anything now, oh, look, we're getting another Fallout 76 update. When I watched it, I went for a piss at this stage, so I don't know what they announced. Don't care. It's not a great game. Then they went straight into, I think it's Doom the Dark Age DLC. It wasn't entirely clear because I'm pretty sure it was a couple of years ago this game came out now. It's a bit long to wait for a DLC. And it looked like there was quite a lot of story, so I'm pretty sure it's DLC. This looked good. I wish we went back to the Doom Eternal, like that kind of movement and stuff, because the Dark Age one was a bit too grounded. It was still good, but this looked good. So yeah, then we get into an actual cool franchise they're bringing back, Crazy Taxi. This looks fun. I want to see the price of this before I make a decision on this. It looks like it could be fun for maybe 30, 25, 30, 35, 40 at an absolute push. Any more than that probably won't be worth it. But again, another game that's fun. Crazy Taxi. It was good back in the day. I don't know if it belongs in modern times, like the gameplay and stuff, if it's going to work, but it'd be interesting to see. So this is the thing that nearly got me. I'm a little bit tempted. I'm not going to lie, but I am a PC player. I don't play on consoles anymore. So if I did, it would just probably sit on the shelves behind me as a display. But my original Xbox was a see-through green as well. I think it was my original one. It was either my original one or my second. It was still the original Xbox, but I ended up having two because my first one broke. I think it might have been the second one that I had, where it was a see-through green. Takes you back to 90s to late 2000s. So I kind of want to see the price on this and have a good think about it. Maybe. Damn you, Xbox, you bastards. Then we get to Minecraft Dungeons 2. Let's move on. Oh, then we got to this Magician, the Devil's Deal. This actually looks quite fun. I want to see some more gameplay because they didn't really they showed a bit of gameplay. They didn't show much though. It looks like it could be a quite cool little story-driven kind of game. It looks like it had a cool premise behind it all and stuff. This looks good. Go look at the trailer. It's worth a watch. And your annual Elder Scrolls Online trailer. I'm moving on from this. And also your annual Flight Simulator. Another one we're just going to move on from. So then we got this Where the Winds Meet. Hidden Mountain. It just looks like a typical Japanese fighter kind of game. It looked alright, but it looks like shit we've already had like a million times at this point. So it'll be one that when it comes out, if it does well, it might be worth picking up. Maybe. Well, this is one it'll go on the maybe pile and just be like, maybe if it pops up. We'll see. Oh, then we got a new Castlevania game, Balmont's Curse, and it's with a woman now, and they make it very clear about being a woman, and I kind of tuned out of it very quick. The art style looks it doesn't feel like Castlevania, so not really any interest on this one. Then you got Persona 6 announcement. People who like Persona, I'm happy for you. Like I said with the other one, never played them, not my cup of tea, but I know it's a big thing for other people, so there you go. You got Persona. This is one I am actually interested in though. Spyro's back. Yay! I sound like a little girl now, don't I? Spyro looks cool. We didn't really see much of it. Hang on, did we get a date? Yeah, we did get a date. Spring 2027. That's fine, I suppose. Like, I'm looking forward to playing this one. It looks good. It didn't look like it was groundbreaking. It just looked like a modern Spyro. So it looked like Spyro. So it looked good. So that's on my wish list. So then we got a new trailer for the Clockwork Revolution game. I think they did themselves a bit of disservice here, because the last trailer we got for this game showed a lot of gameplay, and it was a lot of like going back and forth in time and stuff with the last gameplay trailer. And the last gameplay trailer sold me on it. When it first got announced, I was like, meh. When we got the gameplay trailer, I was sold on it. This one, it felt like one that you would have got before the last trailer we got. Didn't really sell it. I'm still sold on this game because of the trailer we had before this, of the actual gameplay. But the gameplay they showed in this was very vanilla kind of gameplay. Didn't show like much of the mechanics and stuff. It was quite boring. So I don't know why they did a trailer like this. It makes me worried that maybe it was just a fluke for that other trailer. I would kind of want to see some more gameplay of this. It's still a game that I'm interested in, but I want to see a little bit more now. There's a little bit more like, still look good, but it doesn't look as good as it did before. But that might just be because whoever did this trailer maybe they rushed it or something. I don't know. So this is what I mean when I said they close it in a retarded way as well. They close it with Call of Duty, a game we have every fucking year, a game that has the Call of Duty next event before the game comes out anyway, that gives you most of the fucking details about it. The game that we're going to be getting a beta of nearer the time after the next event. The next event, I can't remember when it is. I think the next events are normally like in July time. Why have this as your one more fucking thing? We've already had a trailer for this. We already knew what it was called. We already knew the era. We didn't need this as one more thing. I'm pretty sure they did this last year. It was either last year or it was like the Game Awards. No, it wasn't the Game Awards. That was high God. I think it was the Xbox thing. They've used this as a one more thing before. This is the most retarded game to have a one more thing as. Why couldn't we have something like the new Elder Scrolls game trailer? Are we even fucking getting that anymore? We should have. I remember back when they used to do E3s. The one more thing game always used to be something that you normally wasn't even fucking expecting. Something that there was no leaks about, just something you wasn't expecting, and it came out of nowhere, and it was like, it's coming out next year, and it's this or that, and it surprised everyone. Yeah, you did have some shit ones, but Call of Duty, we have it every fucking year. Why are we ending on Call of Duty? And it wasn't, they didn't show the multiplayer, they didn't show the story, it was DMC. the mode no one fucking plays anyway. So what the fuck are we doing? When this finished, it went into the direct for E-Day. I haven't watched any of that. I'm probably going to go watch some later just to get a bit more knowledge about E-Day. But I kind of don't want to get spoiled, like not spoiled as in like story spoiled. I don't want to get spoiled as in like think it's going to be shit because they've ruined it because they've over talked about it or something. We'll see. But this is what I mean. The rest of this year, on PlayStation, you have Wolverine. On everything, you have this now. Oh, I forgot this was. I don't know why I'm saying I forgot this was coming. I knew this was coming. I was just ignoring it because everyone knows it's fucking coming. You've got Call of Duty. Then just GTA. I don't give a fuck about GTA. I want some more games to play. We've had a really good start of the year. This half of the year has been really good for games. I haven't had enough time to play everything. Now we get nothing because everyone's too scared about GTA. GTA just needs to fuck off. If it gets like this, GTA just needs to fuck off. If they delay it again, so then we have to go through all this shit again, I swear to God, just cancel the game. Fuck off and leave us alone. Rockstar are getting way too much fucking hype for the kind of devs they have at Rockstar now as well. They're a bunch of woke fucktards. If you're expecting a good GTA story, you're probably not going to get it. Not going to lie. So, this is the end of the Summer Games Fest, pretty much. The only thing we're waiting on is an announcement for the Nintendo Direct. Hopefully we get a proper Direct soon, and it's not a shitty one. And when I say not a shitty one, I mean like not a partner one, or not just for one game. Because they're the ones that we've been getting recently for them. Nintendo are they're all fucking slacking at the moment. Then with the Xbox One here, it had some games that look cool. It's the dates that are the fucking problem. You could see in the dates were the games that got delayed because of GTA as well. Because they're all coming out pretty much as soon as the next year starts. Fucking retarded. But Nintendo need to pull their finger out as well. They need to give us Direct, and I hope they don't get scared of GTA. And they give us a busy second half of the year. That's all we can hope for at this point. That's the last hope we have, and it's in Nintendo. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that was the showcase. As I said, it was good. It's just the dates, and people need to stop doing bitches about GTA. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the showcase? What do you think about what do you think about Xbox actually bringing their games back to console exclusive? Because it wasn't just one game. It was basically all their first party games. It pretty much had the console exclusive thing at the end with it as well. So interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see where they go forward with this and where the whole industry is going to go with this kind of thing. If things are going to start going down this route again. This is where it gets fucking annoying, especially with the price of fucking consoles now as well. And if you think we're probably due next gen in the next year or two, it'd be stupid to do it because this generation has been very quiet with games and it hasn't felt like a generation. If next gen is going to be like basically $1,000 for your console, no one's going to be buying both of them. Probably a lot of people won't even be buying one of them. They'll be too fucking expensive for people. And it is ridiculous at that price. So let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts about the GTA. Surely I'm not the only one who doesn't give a fuck about GTA. Like, even if I had a console at the moment, I still wouldn't be buying it. I just generally don't care about GTA. Let me know your thoughts. If you give it a little cheeky like and follow, that'll be great. You know you want to. And until next time, bye-bye.